So I get negative 183 equals negative 96 cosine B. Alright, this isn't going to work. Let's see what happened. B squared. B is 25. C is 8. And A is 12. Okay. 25. 144. Just checking my work here. I still get that. Alright, because cosine has to be between negative 1 and 1, and this is going to be bigger when I divide by negative 96. Okay. I'm not seeing my mistake. Do I have the formula right? I do. Alright, I'll have to put this one on hold because I'll go ahead and finish what I have here. Negative 183 divided by negative 96 equals 1.91, which there's no cosine because cosine goes down to 1 and down to negative 1 and up to 1. It never goes up to here. So that would be no solution. And there is a solution. Alright, so I'll have to think on that, see what I did wrong when I come back to it. You can shoot me a text if you see what it is. Ah, I think I know what it is. Never mind. I think in the formula this was a 2. Am I right? Alright. So this would be 2 times 96. So I get this is 2 times 12 times 8, which is negative 192. That's a little better. Sorry about that. Alright, so negative 183 divided by negative 192 equals that's better, 0.953. Now to find the angle that has that as its cosine, the calculator knows, and it is cosine inverse of 0.953. And when I hit that, I get 17 point, how many decimals? 17.64 degrees. And that is close, very close to one of their answers, number 25. Yeah, that's right. Yay. Alright, so in the formula I forgot there's a 2, so make sure you make that adjustment. Alright, number 26. Alright, here we have a vector, and its magnitude is 10. That's what those symbols meant. It meant a vector's magnitude, and the angle is 30. And they want you to find the components. Component form. Component form, sort of like what we were doing in physics if you were there today. This is the hypotenuse, and they want the x component and the y component in these pointy boxes. So just another form of the same information. So we have a component of 10 at 30 degrees. So here's the vector, 30 degrees, 10. So we have to find the y component and the x component. Sine will give us the y component, so that's 5. And cosine will give us the x component. So 10 cosine 30, let me get that. 8.7. All right, let me check that. It is correct. All right, so this is the form that I'll be looking for, the pointy box form. All right, number 27. Looks like I need a part 3. All right, this one's a pretty long one. So let's see if I can at least start it. Not timing it, I'm just going by time sense. All right, so here is a complex number, and we're supposed to put it in trig form. We put the real part on this axis and the imaginary part on this axis. So we go minus 17 and minus 17. So here is the point, negative 17 in the reals, negative 17 in the imaginaries. So we need this value right there. So when you put it in trig form, you'll have a number, then you'll have cosine some angle plus I sine the same angle. Like that. This number comes from C. So we'll do a Pythagorean. 17 squared plus 17 squared. I dropped the negative signs for convenience because when you square a negative quantity, it is positive. So let me get that on the calculator. 17 squared plus 17 squared is 578. And I'll probably just take the square root of that, and it is 24.04. So that number goes here. And to get this angle, we're going to need to find out where that is right there. So we can go tangent inverse of 17. Remember, tangent is opposite over hypotenuse, so negative 17 over negative 17, which is tangent inverse of 1. And that gives us 45. However, our calculator goes a little goofy when we have tangent inverse functions and we have to adjust. If it's in the first quadrant, you add 0. In the second, you add 180 to the calculator answer, add 180 for the third, add 360 for the fourth. So we're going to add 180 to that because we can see we're in the third quadrant and we get 225. So that goes here, and that's called trig form. So I'm going to check that and I'm going to shut down this other part of the video and finish on part 3 till we meet at part 3.